The book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 27. In that day the Lord with his sore and great and strong sword shall punish Leviathan, the piercing serpent. So we've heard about him before, but he's a piercing serpent. Even Leviathan, that crooked serpent, and he that slay the dragon that is in the sea. Oh, he shall slay the dragon that is in the sea. Oh, Leviathan's going to kill a dragon. Huh. Okay. I know, we already read the part, right? Where we're gonna take the skins of Leviathan and make our sukkah tents. We read that part, right? In that day, sing ye unto her a vineyard of red wine. I, the Lord, do keep it. I will water it. Every moment, lest any hurt it, I will keep it night and day. Fury is not in me, who would set the briars and thorns against me in battle. I would go through them. I would burn them together. Or let him take hold of my strength, that he may make peace with me, and he shall make peace with me. He shall cause them to come of Jacob to take root. Israel shall blossom and bud, and fill the face of the world with fruit. Hath he smitten him as he smote those that smote him? Or is he slain according to the slaughter of them that are slain by him? In measure, when it shooteth forth, thou wilt debate with it. He stayeth his rough wind in the day of the east wind. By this, therefore, shall the iniquity of Jacob be purged. I think an east wind is never good. I'm not sure. By this, therefore, shall the iniquity of Jacob be purged. And this is all the fruit to take away his sin, when he maketh all the stones of the altar as chalk stones that are beaten in sunder. The groves and images shall not stand up. Yet the defenced city shall be desolate, and the habitation forsaken and left like a wilderness. There shall the calf feed, and there shall he lie down and consume the branches thereof. When the boughs thereof are withered, they shall be broken off. The women come and set them on fire, for it is a people of no understanding. Therefore he that made them will not have mercy on them, and he that formed them will shew them no favor. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall beat off from the channel of the river unto the stream of Egypt, and ye shall be gathered one by one, O ye children of Israel. And it shall come to pass in that day that the great trumpet shall be blown, and they shall come which were ready to perish in the land of Assyria, and the outcasts in the land of Egypt, and shall worship the Lord in the holy mount at Jerusalem. Chapter 28. Woe to the crown of pride, to the drunkards of Ephraim, whose glorious beauty is a fading flower, which are on the head of the fat valleys of them that are overcome with wine. He's calling Ephraim drunks. Behold, the Lord hath a mighty and strong one, which as a tempest of hail and a destroying storm, as a flood of mighty waters overflowing, shall cast down to the earth with the hand. The crown of pride, the drunkards of Ephraim, shall be trodden under feet. They must have been big drunks. He says it twice. And the glorious beauty which is on the head of the fat valley shall be a fading flower, and as the hasty fruit before the summer, which when he that looketh upon it seeth, when it is yet in his hand, he eateth it up. In that day shall the Lord of hosts be for a crown of glory, and for a diadem of beauty unto the residue of his people. And For a spirit of judgment to him that sitteth in judgment, and for strength to them that turn the battle to the gate. But they also have erred through wine, and through strong drink are out of the way. The priest and the prophet have erred through strong drink. They are swallowed up of wine. They are out of the way through strong drink. They err in vision. They stumble in judgment. Wow, this is all about alcohol. John, a little martini glass on this top of this chapter. Okay. For all tables are full of vomit and filthiness, so that there is no place clean. Whom shall he teach knowledge, and whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breasts. For precept must be upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to his people, to whom he said, This is the rest, wherewith ye may cause the weary to rest. And this is the refreshing. Yet they would not hear. But the word of the Lord was unto them precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little, that they may go and fall backward and be broken and snared and taken. Wherefore hear the word of the Lord, ye scornful men that rule this people which is in Jerusalem. Because ye have said, We have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us, for we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehood have we hid ourselves. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste. You know what we're talking about, right? And then that verse, whoever throw away the cornerstone, that is going to be the most valuable stone, blah, blah, blah. This is similar, but this is foreshadowing Christ. A precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He said, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone. A sure foundation, he that believeth shall not make haste. Judgment also will I lay to the line, and righteousness to the plummet. And the hail shall sweep away the refuge of lies, and the waters shall overflow the hiding place. Your covenant with death shall be disannulled, and your agreement with hell shall not stand. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, then ye shall be trodden down by it. From the time that it goeth forth, it shall take you. For morning by morning shall it pass over, by day and by night, and it shall be a vexation only to understand the report. For the bed is shorter than a man can stretch himself on it, and the covering narrower than he can wrap himself in it. For the Lord shall rise up as in Mount Perazim. They're probably talking about the Perizzites, right? Let me check real quick here. Perizzites. Okay, they're not sons of Canaan, I don't think, but they were over there. We have Girgasite, Arkite, Sinite, Sidonite, Anodite, Heth, Zemarite, Igbaphite, Hama, Shite, Hinite, Amorite. I don't know where these Perizzites came from. I don't know if he's talking about them, but Perazim has to be. For the Lord shall rise up as in Mount Perazim. I'll look up. what giants got it that day. He shall be wroth as in the valley of Gibeon, that he may do his work, his strange work, and bring to pass his act, his strange act. Now therefore be ye not mockers, lest your bands be made strong, for I have heard from the Lord God of hosts a consumption even determined upon the whole earth. Give ye ear and hear my voice, hearken and hear my speech. Doth the plowman plow all day to sow? Doth he open and break the clods of his ground? When he hath made plain the face thereof, doth he not cast abroad the fitches, and scatter the cumin, and cast in the principal wheat, and the appointed barley, and the rye in their place? I don't know. Are you talking about the spice, cumin? I don't know what a fitches is either. Go look that up. I'll be putting it in the description at some point. 4. His God doth instruct him to discretion, and doth teach him. For the fitches are not threshed with a threshing instrument. It's some kind of grain. Wait, no, it's not some kind of grain. You have to find out. Because it says, for the fitches are not threshed with a threshing instrument. So it's something picked. Neither is a cartwheel turned about upon the cumin, but the fitches are beaten out with the staff. Oh, look, it tells you right here. And the cumin with the rod. Oh. So it's not something you take a scythe to. It's something you beat out. Bread corn is bruised, because he will not ever be threshing it, nor break it with the wheel of his cart, nor bruise it with his horsemen. This also cometh forth from the Lord of hosts, which is wonderful in counsel and excellent in working. I think that'd be a good part to just look up this whole thing. Try to understand what they're talking about. It's something to do with harvesting and the way things are harvested. And you know what? Bread, corn. Look, they keep saying corn is just some kind of barley. They had corn. I have to look up. There's just too many times corn is mentioned so far. And to me, it sounds like corn. Why do people go, no, corn wasn't even invented. It wasn't regular corn. Well, I'm going to look up all this stuff. Cumin, fitches, barley, corn. See what the Strong said. And you know, that's really not, it's not the last word. It was just the guy that did look up some stuff. But you look at Egypt and all those places, they had everything we have now. I'm sure they had way better stuff. And yeah, they had corn. Because he will not ever be threshing it, nor break it with the wheel of his cart. And then me, because I'm from the city, I don't know how they harvest corn, how it's harvested. I'm going to have to look this up, because otherwise I'm not going to understand what it's talking about at all. Doth the plowman plow all day to sow? Doth he open and break the clods of his ground? Huh. I gotta figure this all out. interesting.